A business class model got dumped by her economy boyfriend. A Brazilian model and quote-unquote influencer, which is basically just, code for ass shots on Instagram, says she was dumped by her boyfriend because she left him in coach while she opted to fly business class on their first vacation together. That first trip can make or break relationships, and it broke this one. The reasoning is because the boyfriend didn't want to fly business class. He saw it as a waste of money. Princess says, well, I'm going to do it. I don't fly back there. So I am going to treat myself and buy my own business class seat, leaving him in economy, and then she had all the comforts of business class. And then I guess upon arrival, he said, you know what? I just don't think we're going to work. We're on two different levels here. And she took to social media to explain how much better off she is.
When he was screaming at her about how much better off he is, was he doing that from outside the lounge?
I feel like they closed the curtain on him.
Slowly.
And on their relationship.
Yeah. This puts me in a very unique and unusual position of, I don't fault her one bit.
I don't either.
I mean, listen,
I'm
that
a
is,
fan.
I fully understand that she wanted to fly business class. Now, I just found out, a friend of mine, this happened to her, that her husband flew first class while she flew coach.
Oh, no.
Now that's a different story.
That's a double standard to what that is.
That's a bad decision.
So real quick, this specific relationship was the guy that's flying economy, wanted her to fly with him because it's their first trip together as a couple. He wanted to travel together. She said, no, that's okay. And she bought her ticket and flew business class. Based on that small additional piece of information, Trey, Raj, does that change your outlook on this at all?
I know this is a really vain question, but how long was the flight?
Over an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, you want some comfort.
I was going to say 3, but I'm at a certain point, and clearly he's never flown business class, because then he would have known. Okay, that's just really, it's a much better way to go.
Apparently, they were flying to Paris, and seeing as how she is a Brazilian model, I'm assuming they don't live in Nice.
Well, we'll assume they're flying from Brazil to Paris. Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely. He should have ponied up, or at least asked Mama if she'd buy him a ticket.
Yeah, one more ass shot, and he's got his, he's got his ticket.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is I guess they were both paying their own way, or he had paid for both their stuff, and she was like, nah, you keep that seat. I'm going to upgrade myself and fly comfortably. The thing that she says, and keep in mind, we have no idea if any of this is true. She says that the ironic part of all of this is that he makes more money than she does. She just wants to spend money on the comfort that she can afford, whereas he sees it as a financial waste.
Yeah, that's how some wealthy people stay wealthy. Her finances may dwindle after over time with the Instagram influencing. His will not, and I'm sure that is what he's looking at as the big picture. But if he did pay for everything, and she upgraded without offering him the upgrade to pay for her, I'll pay for both of us. You've paid for everything else. That's a different story. And she's kind of a bitch.
I just think that as a couple, they probably should have discussed this a little more before getting to the airport. I have no intention of taking a flight that long until I've saved up enough money to afford something better than economy.
Also, let's also, if you're dating a air quotes a Brazilian influencer and model, you should have expected this.
Yes.
True. Yeah. I mean, she could get recognized on the plane. She could get harassed in coach. You know, you never know what could happen.
That is actually some of her reasoning for not wanting to fly in economy, because then she is subjected to the creeps who ogle her.
I agree.
Yeah. And now she's got left alone in business class with the creeps that can pay for her.
There's the difference.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.